Hello everybody, I am Unovan Smeargle, and this is the, the beginnings of my black and white Unova Pokedex collection. I am currently working on a project for a Christmas present to get somebody I know all the Hoenn Pokemon, because they were making their first way through Emerald, and I thought that would be really cool kind of send off once they're done, or not when they're done, but just to get them into the hobby. They don't have to do anything beyond that, but just they could have one of every Hoenn Pokemon. As I was doing that, I was like, you know what, I really don't want to just collect Unova Pokemon, and so that's where we're at. This binder, unfortunately, as we will see, I have yet to sleeve any of these, so I'm going to have to re-put them into the binder anyway, but I wanted to just talk about what I've collected thus far and just kind of have an update so that when I do, a final version, we can see where everything was. And yeah, we'll just have a little bit of fun with this and just talk through some of the more notable cards. Obviously right now we've got Victini V right here. This was actually a card that came out of a starter deck when I was trying to get my son into the Pokemon card game. I've always been a fan of Pokemon. I was definitely a 90s kid, so I was a part of the original hype. Then fell out of the games after Generation 2, came back right around Sword and Shield and kind of got hooked. Didn't really collect the cards much, still don't collect the cards much. I will play the cards on like the online systems or whatever, just because that's easier. But just got Victini V here. I tried to get my son into it, didn't work out. Pretty much everything else in here, besides maybe like the Pokemon, I think this was a McDonald's promo. Besides those are pretty much all cards that I have found since starting this project, including this Superior EX, which looks really nice. I think it only cost like $1 or $2. But I wanted to try to have, pretty cards where I could. That's not the most important thing to me. The most important thing to me is to finish getting all the cards in the Pokedex. Then we can go back and really kind of bling out stuff later. But then moving on, I do like this. And I've decided I am not going to do regional variants at this point. But I do like this Samurott. Is it going to focus at all? It's not going to focus at all. Obviously, it is it's shiny, but that wasn't the deciding factor. I just thought this art looked really cool. And that's really what's driven a lot of this, is just what art I think looks cool. I guess of note, I liked this N's Purloin, just because I liked how peaceful it was. I liked having N in the corner, but overall, just, really, really loved this. I will say that in 2019, just after Christmas 2019, I got a bunch of Pokemon games that I could fit onto the DS onto my 3DS. So I got a bunch of the DS and 3DS games, and two of those were Black and Black 2, because GameStop was having a buy one get one free sale. So right before the pandemic hit, I had all of the Pokemon generations on some form of DS thing, and the Black and White games just blew me away. I love just walking around that space and just exploring it. Obviously, we've got the monkeys here. I don't understand the hate. I think they're pretty cute, although I do get the little bit of the hate in the fact that there are 6 Pokedex entries for a palette swap. Let's see here. Do we have anything else? I really love this Blitzel just hanging out on an iceberg. I'm trying to see here. So you've got stuff from Galar in the background. You got the trees. So the tree in the whatever the polar biome is, I forget what it's called. God, it's gonna really get me here. You got the tree, and then you got the other tree up in the corner here that kind of take up that entire crown tundra. That's what it's called. Let's see here. Anything else that's kind of jumping out at me? So the first. And I probably will try to update this. I don't know the printing's back and forth enough to say what is and is not available. But the first Unova Pokemon in the Unova games the first shiny I found was a shiny Audino. And so while Audino is not a very good Pokemon, does not inspire a lot, I will say that I have at least a personal attachment to it, because as I was looking for a shiny Smeargle, I have yet to find a shiny Smeargle in Gen 5 somewhere, but as I was looking for it, I found a shiny Audino, and that's pretty cool. So I definitely wanted to get something that was a little bit more special, just to remember that by. Let's see, anything else here of note? A lot of these are just literally, I was going through bulk at stores. I'm loving just going through bulk at stores now. That call is it's sunk its teeth into me. But I just was going through bulk here and just finding these. And I will go through the Hoenn one once I'm done with it. I did want to do Darumaka in Fire and Darmanitan in his Psychic form. Again, could do the Galar versions, didn't. But I wanted to just kind of have that contrast of Fire into Psychic, just for the, just for the hell of it. Aractus, nothing else is jumping out here either. I will want to like that these all lined up, but then I love this Sandal art. I would love to update these two to just be something a little bit more artistic. Again, don't need to be those art rares or whatever, just something special. Loved finding Scrafty and Scraggy like this. Oh my gosh, yeah, like other people have highlighted other art. I don't know what it is, but this art of Yamask is just so great. I would love it to be more watercolor, but just this idea of he's in the roses and he's just got his mask out and he's looking at it, and Yamask has already kind of got that tiered pattern on his face. A stellar find, and I love this art. Cofagrigus, again, I like the shininess of it. I want to find a different Cofagrigus. I just haven't stumbled upon anything, and I'm completely open while I'm filling this out to finding something more special. Let's see. This I pulled out of a pack of Black Bolt, the only pack of Black Bolt I've been able to find and was able to open. The shop owner there, that was Lost Zone Games in Bloomington, Minnesota, gave me the pack at the actual price instead of the I think he was selling packs for $14 a piece, but because I was in there with my daughter, I was buying bulk. He was like, oh, this person actually wants Pokemon cards. He's not a scalper. He can have it for the $7. I still do think $7's a bit much, but that's not a reflection of the shop. That's just a reflection of the market right now. I would like to update these two. I think there's Ends Zoroark and Zorua. I think there's Ends versions of these. I'd like to get those just as a bit of an update. Again, I'm not looking for the most expensive stuff. I'm just looking for cool stuff. I really love the Reuniclus line. I really love all three of these. They're really cool. I had some options of water energy or water ducklet, water swanna. Ended up going with the normal type. Obviously need to fill in part of the Vanillix line. I am aware of the art rares for Deerling and Sawsbuck. That might be the one holy grail part of this binder that I'd like to do, is I'd like to get those art rares. This Amoonguss, Amoonguss was really hard for me to find, and so when I saw this EX variant, I definitely wanted to go out of my way to get it, just because there are other cooler versions, but just this, where I can, I want to get something nice and cool. Still, I love all of these arts. I want to get a good Carablast. I think I saw a Carablast, but I thought it was the Shelmet. I thought I already had this line completed and I didn't pick it up. At this point, I am to the point where I'm just going to fill in anything I get. Like if I see a Unova Pokemon, unless I'm absolutely certain that I have it, I'm just going to buy it and I will have the bulk. Fungus is really cool looking. I will say I wish that the Frillish and Jellicent line had more of the pink variant. Obviously we have it right here in the back, but I haven't really seen Frillish that's just the pink. The blue one is always somewhere in the art and is the most prominent part of the art. I like this Ferroseed. It's got that clay art that I think a lot of the cards, if you look far enough, you will find them. I did like this version of it. But I gotta get I'm blanking on what this is called, but I gotta get that filled in. I had this entire line filled out twice and ended up going with these variants. I am dropping the ball here because this should be Ends, Kling Klang, and it just isn't. Got the sewn version of Tynamo, and up here we got Electric and Electros. Had two versions of this, ended up going with this version just because I liked the art more. I'm trying to remember what the other one even was, but I just like this more painterly style. I know I need to get the Haxorus filled in. Love Cubchoo and Beartick. This has been some pretty stellar art. Yeah, like I said, I thought I needed a Shelmet, and I did not need a Shelmet. I really wish I had. Yeah, I'm trying to think what goes into these two spots. But I really ought to put cards in here that tell me what they are, so that as I'm looking, the names are cutting out already on my list. Again, I've seen better versions of again, just online, but this was the best one that I could find. These two I think are pretty cool. I've seen other versions of Golurk that have a little bit more of haunting artwork, but I haven't seen them in person, so I haven't picked them up yet. I know I had an option of keeping both these the same. I did like going with the change it up. We go from metal to darkness. Bouffalant, I love this art so much. Come on. I love this art so much. This is so funny to me. Of course, it's not going to focus. Why would it? But I love this art so much. And when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is going to be the one for me. I have seen a like a Roadrunner version of Rufflet that I have considered, but I haven't seen it in person. I've seen it online as I'm just trying to like scope out what I'm looking for. And I think I would like to try to get that one. This Braviary, I definitely could go with a better art, but this is just what we have. And then we get to the beautiful page where everything is filled in. Mandibuzz, Heatmore. I love this art. This art of Durant is just awesome. You have the other Durant falling in the background. I just love that. I think I had another version of this, and I saw this in a bin, and I was like, I'm gonna get that. This, I believe, was another. I think this was like a McDonald's promo. It was like a trick or trade variant or something. Not essential, but really thought this was cool, so I had to pick it up, or I had to slide it in. I already had it from just getting Happy Meals with my kids. I'd like to get. There's a shiny version out of, I think it's called Steam Siege, that I'd like to get for Volcarona, but not the most essential thing. The Swords of Justice, I would like to get better art for them, just because they are my favorite trio in the Pokemon lore. So I would like to update these, but I kind of just went with what I could find. I do think they still look majestic. Cobalion is maybe the most egregious one where it's like, okay, I gotta get something better than that. Then we move on to, I don't remember what these are called, the Genies. Would like to update Tornadus. I'm fine with Thundurus, and I'm fine with Landorus. They don't all need to be like holofoil or whatever, but I would like to get an updated Tornadus. I bought these two. Wait. Yeah, this isn't a McDonald's promo. I think this is out of like a 25th anniversary set. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but I got a bunch of the legendaries that were printed in this set just because I thought, I'd like to have legendaries. In fact, these will make it into a binder one day, but I do have Ho-Ho and Lugia. Knew I wanted to get those. So, I've never been a huge Pokemon collector. I fell out of the hobby, but I still knew I like legendaries. I want to get legendaries. Kyurem, I think I could definitely update. Keldeo, I would love to update. I'm not even in something like super special, just something a little bit beyond this. Like, this is fine. It is. I know there are better arts, and I apologize for the camera just like not giving me anything here. I know it has to do with OBS and everything, but like, just this is a cool art. It's majestic. It's beautiful. It's just not where I would stop. And then the final two cards are obviously going to be Meloetta and Genesect. Both of them were V or EX and V, but I had a different version of Genesect, and then I saw this in a bulk bin. I think it was for $1, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna grab this. And then this Meloetta is just also just beautiful, and yeah, I just wanted something extra special. But yes, that is my current progress. Obviously, you can see some of the blank spots that I have here. I think I counted 15 spots I need to fill in. Not a huge deal, but definitely something to aspire to. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to try to do little mini updates for my next update. I'll like have actual like me coming out of like the store or whatever, like just breaking down what I've gotten. But yeah, this was just where I'm at. And yeah, do you like Unova Pokemon? I like Unova Pokemon. What binder would you like to fill up? What art should I find? The ones that I've highlighted, or even just ones where you're just like, oh yeah, you might really like this Pokemon's alternate art. Let me know in the comments, but thank you for your time. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.